I think it is indeed time now for Inner Circle Radio number 3. I do believe we are live here. Let me just check really quick. Let's see. Yes, indeed, we are live. Okay, so we are back for Inner Circle Radio. Joining us, as always, is our good friend, Mr. Benny Loco.
Hello, this is Benny calling from Mexico of Australia.
Mexico of Australia, my favorite part. And of course, we have from the great country of Sweden, we have Sven. Say hi, Sven.
Oh, hello.
All right, good stuff. All right, so what do we want to talk about tonight, guys?
Let's talk about Tony. Again.
Yeah, all right. Let's see. About Tony, you said?
Yeah, Tony.
Okay, let's talk about Tony. Yeah, so as we talked about last night, he was not in the best of moods on last show, but hopefully he will be in better stead next time he does broadcast.
Yeah, for his 40th time.
Yeah. You know, I feel kind of bad for Tony because he expected. I think we all expected Alfonso to last a bit longer than he did.
Oh yeah.
Well, see, sorry to interrupt. The thing about it is, with Tony trying to do this new format, he's trying. You have to watch. He's trying to make sure that nothing dirty gets played, and as we all know, Alfonso or Rico are not exactly the cleanest people out there when it comes to language and content, which makes them hilarious.
Yeah, their personalities tend to thrive on those sort of things, and their characters on the show really, I do.
I was expecting Alfonso to do a good show. I was expecting it to be a really good show.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I would like to see Alfonso try his hand at his own show with like it could even be like a sexual health podcast or something.
How's your balls?
How's your balls?
Hello, darlings. Welcome to another episode of Alfonso.
Hashtag Alfonso.
Oh, so majestic.
And the thing is why is Tony listening if he's supposed to take a break, It's like, what the hell, Tony?
I would have liked to see Tony just, not like as much as I love Tony, as much as I love the show, I would have liked to see him just either take the night off or just call in as a regular caller to Alfonso,
He always has to be listening. He's like, come on, dude.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it is, his show, and
yeah.
It's basically his show, and Alfonso was just a guest. But it still would have been nice to have Alfonso on as host. Maybe Alfonso could be a co-host at some point or something like J-Bo was that one time.
Oh, yeah, that would be good. You're not calling my show no more.
Don't call my show no more, you son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch.
And when did Father Gianni become the new producer, man?
What? For real?
I mean, I don't know if he's really a. I mean, I don't know if. Oh wait, hold on. TJ Hooker's saying that you guys are really loud compared to me. Let me try turning up my mic volume.
Sorry, TJ.
Yeah, sorry, TJ. I think because if my voice does sound different, it's because I'm using just a table mic instead of the mixer tonight. But I will adjust this, see if I can turn up the volume or something.
Cool. Yeah, when did he become the producer of the show? It can't be this, it can't be that. It has to be holy. I'm like, dang. Hello?
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 Ah, shit. What do you want, Rico?
A dick suck.
Get out of here! Don't call my show no more!
I apologize. apologize. Gonna sing a song for you.
Oh, a song.
Dick suck.
Oh, okay.
I love that, man. When he starts to do that and tone, oh man, that's the best.
Send me your bill, as TJ Hooker says.
Again, I'm sorry.
I think I know what the problem is. Let me try turning down my volume because it's feeding through the desktop audio. So let me turn that down.
All right.
Okay, maybe that'll help a little bit.
Hey, so my question is, when did Beanie become cool with Tony?
Oh, you mean when it? I mean, like I feel like I think the other trolls were so much worse that compared to them, you weren't as bad or something. I don't know.
I think it was
Yeah, I was
right.
tripping out on that. I was like, yeah, here's Beanie. Me and him used to be enemies, but now we're friends. I'm like, oh, okay, we're friends.
I think that was like after his 100th episode.
Yeah, yeah. I
Might
think
have
what
been,
it
yeah.
is, I think probably Cal Quinn has been talking to him and telling him like about me and stuff. So that's pretty cool. You know, that's cool. He said that I like to be referred to Beanie Sides now.
Beanie Shide.
Beanie Shy.
Many shots.
Oh man. But you gotta love Tony, man. He is funny. He's cool.
He is, yeah.
Uh, oh man, his reaction.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's really crazy because I was listening earlier today to that one episode a couple of months ago when Joseph got banned. I think like DC2 was on the line and like was like yelling at Joseph and was trying to and was like Joseph said like he knew his name or like he knew his real name and his phone number and like
Oh yeah.
Joseph gave his personal phone number on the air.
Oh yeah, yeah.
What? Wait a minute. Joseph gave his personal
Yeah.
number or someone's personal number?
No.
Gave his own number live on the air.
What a fucking idiot! No shit. People are gonna call you.
Yeah.
And he gave his real name too.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. So the Derek?
Yeah.
Yeah, Derek.
Okay, hold on. I thought. Oh, holy shit!
He gave his real number and his real name. And you know where he got that from, right? The Chihuahua Mitch the bitch.
Oh man.
Tony, I come home and this little fucker is shooting a porno.
Oh shit. And who was the one that was saying that? Well, I probably shouldn't bring it up because it's not part of the show. But he was saying something about some guy that he used to look up to his bank. It was fingering cats.
Oh, was that Frank the janitor or was it someone else?
What the fuck?
Probably Frank the janitor.
Maybe.
And look, I put my middle finger in the cat. You know,
Yeah.
that's sick, man. That's a pedophile shit. That's why Tony doesn't like Frank. Hello, this is Frank the janitor.
Oh, you know, I remember what Frank was doing. Wasn't he like sitting in like a boys' bathroom, looking at little boys or something, changing?
Yeah, man. He was hiding behind the lockers or something like that.
Yeah, and like Tony
At
said that
Timothy
there
Bible
actually.
College.
Tony said like there was a coach at his school growing up that actually like stole like boys' underwear or something. And when they like arrested him, they found like 600 pairs of underwear in his office or something ridiculous like that.
Oh man. Hey, how did Tony get the name when he was in school? Shitwalker.
Okay, so basically this is what happened. His mom like cooked him like eggs for breakfast, and they were too runny or something. So he got diarrhea in class, and his teacher wouldn't let him go to the bathroom because he went to the bathroom too often or something. And then he like left to go anyway. Before he could get out of the room, shit started running down his legs.
Good, good.
Oh,
Let the shit flow through you.
welcome to the brown side.
Brown side. Oh my god.
You are the last shit walker.
Oh my goodness.
I am
Sure.
also your farter. Oh shit.
They don't call it the dark side of the force for nothing.
The dark side of the farts.
May the fox be with you. May the fox be with you.
Yes, indeed.
Like, who remembers that movie, Spaceballs?
Oh,
Yes.
Schwartz.
Yeah.
May the Schwartz be with you.
May the sharks be with you. Oh shit.
Yeah. It's been a long time since I've seen that.
They're supposed to be making a remake of it.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, they're making a remake. I don't know who's doing it, but they're making like a remake of that. And then they're also making a remake of Terminator 2.
What?
Why would you remake
Yeah.
that?
I think it's Terminator 2 or Terminator 3. Like one of those two.
I get like make another Terminator movie, but like you don't want to do a remake of like the originals.
Yeah, but this.
Wait a minute. Hold on. I'm sorry to interrupt. Didn't they try that with Genesis, and Genesis flopped hard on its ass?
They did. They did because they had the original. I guess the original. The one who filmed it on that one. But they're supposed to be making a part 2 or part 3. It might be already done, but because that's what my
I think I know what you're talking about. Dark Fate.
yeah, because I have a friend. He's on to that stuff, and he's also like a stuntman, and he was telling me about that, about the Terminator one that's supposed to be coming out. He said that he's seen it, but I don't know where he's seen it at, but that's what he said.
Yeah, that's interesting. You guys ever seen the movie Blazing Saddles?
You know what?
Yes.
I never seen that movie. I have to see it.
It's really good. A couple weekends ago, I had some people over for movie night and we watched it. It's really funny. It's one of my dad's favorites, actually.
I know it's like what 30, 40 years old,
Yeah,
but there's just so many great moments, and it's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, just like
I'm
every
sorry.
minute, it just has like good lines. It's great.
Yeah. And you know what? Mel Brooks was not afraid to push boundaries. Bless
No,
him.
not at all. Not at all.
Oh, he's dope, man.
He is one of the greats.
I like that part of the. What was that one that he did about the history of the world and?
Yeah, History of the World. I think that was the movie.
Jesus, he goes, oh Jesus.
Wasn't
Christ.
it part? Wait a minute. Was it part 1 or part 2? Because I think that's what the joke with the title. It was History of the World Part 2.
I don't know. I actually haven't seen that one. I should though.
Young Frankenstein's another great one.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like him, Frankenstein. And the producers also is really good.
Yeah. Okay, so it is part 1. See,
Okay.
I thought I thought it was like a joke title. Like there never was a part 1, so he did part 2 as a joke. So, but stand corrected. Thanks, TJ.
All right.
You ever see the Anxiety?
Anxiety. No, I haven't seen that. Oh, High Anxiety. No, I haven't seen that. No.
No.
Oh, dude, there's this part where he sees all these pigeons and they're pooping on him, you know, and he's just running and they're just bombing on him. And then he goes inside like a shelter, and he thinks he's safe. And then he looks up, and there's like an opening all around, and all the pigeons are shitting on him still. That's like
Nice.
the funniest part, man.
Cool. I'm trying to think what other good movies have I seen lately. You guys, I don't know if you guys are into like horror, like suspense movies or anything like that. You ever seen the movie what is it called? Village of the Damned?
I've heard of it.
Yeah,
I've heard.
it's from like the early '60s, I think. It's a British movie about like basically this village that has like these creepy children that are born that can like like basically read adults' minds and know all their secrets and stuff. It's pretty good.
What's it called again?
Village of the Damned.
Oh, Village of the Dam. I thought you
Yeah.
said Hills of the Dam or something like that.
But yeah, it was on TV a couple
there
weekends ago.
Isn't there a band called like that? I think the guy from Howard Stern.
I don't know.
Oh, Shark Falls of the Dam.
I don't know. There's like a punk band called The Damned from Britain in the '70s though. Oh, The Room. Yeah, T.J. Hooker just had The Room. I've seen that.
Kung Pao. Oh god.
Oh yeah, the room was good.
Yeah, I
That's a
saw.
lot of nuts.
Oh yeah, I remember early on, like somebody sent Tony a email where basically was the plot to The Room.
Well, oh
Asking
shit.
for advice. I forget who. I think it was asking for advice from the perspective of Tom. No, it was of Mark, saying that like he's he's like in a relationship
was
with his best friend's
It
girlfriend.
was Johnny.
Yeah, Johnny. That's right. I think it was Johnny who said that. Yeah. He's doing it from the perspective of Johnny. Yes.
Oh, I also know that someone like sent him an email. Stan Marsh from South Park.
Yeah, Sam Marsh from South Park. And there was a Golden Girls plot someone sent in also. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like, I want to like do like a Star Wars one, of like the, like the whole father shit.
Yeah.
But I gotta make it so subtle.
You
He
do,
doesn't
yeah.
catch-
Like change the names or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, I'm about to pop open the first beer of the night. There we go.
Nice.
Alrighty.
What's funny? The funniest one was when some guy called that in his Randy, and he found it in his son's drawer. Oh man, that was hilarious.
Oh, I just had an
man.
idea. Somebody should call in pretending to be the owner of Ram Ranch.
I was gonna call in as like a representative of Ram Ranch named Kevin, the gay cowboy.
The gay cowboy. Oh my god. Oh man.
I'll even go like, "Hey Tony, this is Kevin from Ram Ranch. How are you doing tonight?"
We're just calling to confirm your reservation.
Yeah. So you said you wanted not 18 naked cowboys, but 20, and you wanted to hit their sides. Am I correct?
All right,
Oh,
we have a valet waiting outside for your Toyota Avalon.
It's a Chrysler 300.
You know what's funny? Now he has a Toyota Prius.
He does have a Prius now, and he doesn't fit in it. Also, yeah.
So it's like a clown car.
Yeah, I can't make fun of him too much because I'm fat myself, but that is kind of kind of a fun image trying to think of Tony driving a Prius. I have lost weight. I have lost weight though. I'm glad to say that because at my peak I was 260. I'm down to 235 now, so I'm happy about that.
Bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 6'3", bro. So I remember I bought a 2015 X, and something was wrong with it, so I had to take it back, and so they gave me a Toyota Sentra, bro.
Oh
I mean,
man.
no. I had like what was it, like a Nissan Sentra? Man, that thing was horrible, bro. I couldn't fit in it, man.
Oh yeah. I've ridden those before. They're pretty tiny on the inside.
Yeah. Damn, man.
Yeah.
It was for like, I remember they had it for like almost 3 months inside the shop, dude. So like I was riding that Sentra everywhere.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, my dad drives a Mustang GT, and it's like pretty low to the ground, but it's still like it's like kind of small on the inside, but it's like it's kind of roomy as long as you're not sitting in the back seat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, I'm 5'9", so it's not too hard for me to fit in most cars. But if I'm riding like I said, like the back seat of a car like that, that can be kind of cramped.
Yeah.
I know that feeling. It's uncomfortable. It's unpleasant.
Yeah.
Yep. My friend just got one of those Kias. It's considered a truck, but it's not really. I had a hard time trying to get in there, man.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
damn. They don't make cars for big dudes.
Not really. No.
No. Like feels like a sardine can or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So so what's up with Ken?
Ken, I haven't. Has Ken broadcasted in the last few days?
I don't know.
Yeah, let me see if he has actually. Let me just check.
Is it on YouTube?
Oh, Ken Fishman? No, Ken Fishman does on Blog Talk Radio.
No, Kent. Kent.
Oh, Kent Hopper.
I
No, Kent Hopper
Hopper.
hasn't done a show in a while now.
hello.
Hello.
Ah, what do you want, Kent?
Well, my son, I'm here at Timothy Bible College, and I recently saw Frank, the janitor, in the locker room with
I like when
Joshua
he says.
Higgins.
I like when he says Benjamin Buford Fountain.
Benjamin Buford Fountain.
Fountain.
Benjamin Buford Fountain.
He is the chief vagina inspector at Timothy Bible College. You know, the fun thing about that is, like, the whole Timothy Bible College thing, I think that started on Clay Douglas's show. And I think, from what I've heard, it's, like, an online, like, Bible college or something. So that's, like, why, like, he knows that, like, everybody's, like, who says they're, like, on the campus there. There's no actual campus. I think that's what it is or something.
Yeah, it's like run out of the pastor's church.
Something like that, yeah.
And that supposedly Clay is one of the
He's on the,
directors.
yeah,
of it.
he's on, like, the board of directors or something. Oh, by the way, if you on the Clay Douglas Reddit, there's actually like a story about somebody who actually called Clay Douglas not long ago and like has heard from the Big Spring Police Department regarding him.
Oh shit.
Let me see if I can find it. I'll read it on here.
There's a bunch of trolls.
You're ignorant motherfuckers.
You stupid motherfuckers.
You sound just like that dude, man.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. This is the Free American. I am your host. I am Clay Douglas.
And we got a couple trolls in here.
It's not your free American, it's a free American, you dumb son of a bitch.
Okay, let me give you my number. Do you have a pen?
Yes, I have a pen. Fuck you.
I'm a journalist. I always have a pen. I got a pen growing out of my fucking hand. Okay, I found the... Okay, I'm going to post the link to this in the YouTube chat, but I have actually found a link to Yeah, I have found a link to the someone writing about Clay Douglas. This is from the Reddit user Troll Tracker 2000, and
Oh, Troy.
I'm just gonna read I'm just gonna read this straight through. So here's what it says. Okay. Keep in mind that I haven't had anything to do with Clay for some time now, and even when I was still on here and in the Discord chat, I wasn't having any contact with Clay or Candy anymore. But somehow, out of the blue, my phone rings at 1 a.m. last night. And it's a 432 area code, which I can never forget. And I almost spill my beer, yelling, "Holy shit! Clay is calling me." Of course, I can't answer the phone fast enough, and the rest of the people sitting around the bonfire with me all look at me like I'm an idiot. When I pick up, I hear Clay fumbling with the phone and Candy in the background yelling at Clay not to answer one more phone call because she is on hold with the police on her phone. Needless to say, they immediately had my undivided attention. I say, "Hello, who is this?" as if I don't already know, and Clay tries to speak, but he is severely still messed up from the stroke, and all he can manage to get out is the word "damn it," so he keeps saying it over and over again. And I hear Candy yelling at him to hang up the phone, and Clay starts saying, I can't," over and over again, and then the phone hangs up. Now I'm laughing hysterically trying to explain to my buddies who I haven't already told about Clay in the past who he is and how insane their story is when about 5 minutes later I get another call from him. So of course I answer this one on the speakerphone so everyone can hear, and this time it's Candy accusing me of harassing them in the middle of the night. I explained to her that she needs to look at the call history and see who called who because they were the ones that called me. She was having no part of that and went on a rant screaming at me about how they get calls 24/7 from Clay's enemies and how she has filed charges on over 100 people that have threatened her and Clay, and how dare I call them in the middle of the night. I kept trying to explain to her that I didn't call them and how I was a fan of the show they used to call Clay but haven't in months, so they must have dialed me from the contact list or old call history or something by mistake. Then that's when she snapped and proceeded to tell me I was going to prison and how I was somehow organizing attacks on her and Clay, and enough was enough. Every time I tried to speak, she just started screaming into the phone, so I decided that as long as these retards put me in this situation, I might as well have some fun with it. Here's where it gets really interesting. I wait until she stops yelling to take a breath, and I say, "We already made sure that Clay had a stroke. Do you want to have one also?" There's immediately dead silence on the phone. I tell her that Clay made the mistake of telling the world about our shape-shifting abilities, which caused us a lot of problems, so we had to take him down, and if she wants to end up like Clay or even worse, Bandit, which the Mossad was responsible for, she better back off. She quickly hung up, and I laughed till I almost puked. I thought that was the end of it until about an hour later, my phone rings again from another 432 area code, but it's a different number. This time it's the Howard County Sheriff Night Watch Supervisor. This poor bastard tries to act like a hard ass at first, thinking that somehow a backwards ass bumfuck Texas cop is going to intimidate me by accusing me of harassing and threatening his citizens. So I just cut him off and remind him what non existent legal ground he's standing on. He just shuts up and starts telling me the whole story of what a nightmare Clay and Candy are to the police and sheriff. Once I told him the deal of how I used to call into his radio show, that's how he got my number, and they somehow thought I called them tonight and proceeded to actually harass me. This poor guy broke down and spent the next 45 minutes telling me all about how Clay and Candy have basically become the worst people in the county to deal with. First off, he described Clay as mentally and physically disabled and Candy as just delusional. He said they call almost daily reporting threats they read online against Trump because the Secret Service won't even take their calls anymore. He said every time a plane flies over their property, they call saying they are being poisoned by the government, and if a bird flies over, they call saying a drone is spying on them. Every call or text they get, they call in to claim it's a threat against their lives. He said it's got so bad that local law enforcement has had to threaten them with legal action for filing false police reports. He said they have to send a cruiser out there almost daily. I told him what the deal was about how Clay's hate ramblings on the internet brought people together to mess with him, and there must still be some of them screwing with Clay and Candy and causing them to be so paranoid, and he told me this. Out of the last 100 times they have called us out there, we have found no indication that they were being harassed or pranked anyway. He said tonight, for example, Candy claimed I had threatened them with bodily harm, so he called me on speakerphone in front of them, acting like a dick to try to satisfy them so they would leave him alone. When he took me off speakerphone and started talking normal to me, they accused him of being in on some kind of cover-up against them, and the rest of the conversation I had with him was from his car after they kicked him off their property. He said Clay can't use the smartphone at all anymore, and he's constantly calling 911 every day, or 911 every day by mistake, and when they show up, he stumbles around threatening them for harassing him. So that's what's been happening with Clay Douglas. Let me see when that was posted. This was posted, actually about a year ago. It was posted, July of last year.
Damn, man.
Yeah. Oh, there's a second. It's crazy. There's a second part actually, if you want to hear about that.
Holy damn, that's a little bit depressing.
It is. It is. Yeah. It seems like he's pretty much Clay's basically a broken man at this point. Really.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. All right, bro.
Yeah. I'll read the second part if you guys want. So this was
Yeah.
posted this was posted the next day. All right. So this is the next part. So I'm sitting in my office today, and my caller ID pops up with another 432 area code. Lo and behold, it's a sergeant from the Big Springs Police Department who tells me that he spoke with a guy from the sheriff's department, who I spoke with the other night and got my number from him. He starts off by apologizing for bothering me, but due to the circumstances and burden that Clay and Kennedy have put on his department, they're willing to try anything at this point. He asked me if there's any kind of public forum or website where the people that mess with Clay congregate in, because Kennedy had mentioned something about it to the police department. He said he was asking because he wanted to know if it was possible if the police department could make a public statement to the quote-unquote trolls and basically beg them to put an end to it if they're still even messing with him, because the police department and the sheriff's department can't handle Clay and Candy anymore. I told him I didn't know such a thing, and honestly, it's been so long since that the show is off the air, I find it hard to believe that people are still screwing with him, and it's probably more due to the fact that they are both batshit crazy and delusional. He says he thinks it's a combination of both, but now apparently local kids have found the YouTube videos of all of us messing with Clay before his stroke, and they've started to mess with him locally. He said kids have been throwing eggs at his trailer and toilet papering the trailer in Candy's house. He said there have been several instances where they have thrown dog shit on the property, and also they keep leaving dildos everywhere. At this point in the conversation, I'm laughing hysterically to the point where the poor bastard starts to get annoyed with me because he's not seeing the same humor in it that I am, which I completely get. I can't imagine the headache his department has to go through over these idiots, but still, it's pretty damn funny. He said it wasn't so bad when they were calling the police department every day crying about people committing fraud and scamming, because the police department would just blow them off and tell them it was scammers from another country. But now with the local kids messing with them constantly, it's becoming a serious problem for law enforcement. I told the poor guy that when Clay was still doing his radio show, it was fun to call in and mess with him, and it was harmless. But if high school kids have gotten wind of what this crazy old bastard is about, then I can only imagine the fun they are having with torturing Clay. He said that Clay never even leaves the house anymore, because every time he would try and go somewhere, he would cause a scene because the kids in town would mess with him. People are also putting signs in their yard that say things like stolen valor and fake vet and some other gay type stuff that he said was too vulgar to mention. He said, I told the guy, look, I could appreciate the desperate situation you're in because I can only imagine what it's like to have to deal with these retards, but Clay made this bed for himself by being such an asshole his entire life, and now he's going to have to deal with it until the day he dies, most likely. I said it was one thing when it was some random people scattered all over the country prank calling a radio show, but now if you've got a bunch of high school kids having a blast screwing with the crazy old guy, I'd say there isn't shit you can do about it. I asked him why the police department doesn't just tell Clay to put up security cameras and change his number, and that would probably eliminate everything. He said that was the first thing they told him to do is change his number, and he refused, and when they recommended he get security cameras to try and catch people messing with his house and yard, they said they are too broke and can't afford them. He thanked me for talking to him and apologized for bothering me about it, and I told him no problem and how big of a fan I was at the radio show when it was still on, and I hope the burden that those two are putting on his police department comes to an end soon, and he said you have no idea how difficult these people are. He also said that Candy is just as difficult to deal with as Clay, and they are fairly certain that she suffers from dementia. Yeah. So yeah, it's a shame if Candy is dealing with dementia. You know, my grandma had Alzheimer's, so I know what that's like to deal with.
Shit.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is that guy, Troll Tracker, he called in one time on the Clay Show, if you could hear it on the archives,
Yeah.
and got the he did the same like storyline as South Park, Troll Tracker. Oh man, it was hilarious.
Nice.
And Clay was.
Oh yeah, and TJ Hooker saying in the chat, can't they force them into a shelter or a hospice? I don't know if they legally can. I think that has to be with either their consent or their family's consent, whoever has power of attorney.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah.
So how are these kids affording to buy the dildos?
I don't know, or I don't know if they're stealing, if they have their own, or stealing it for something. Okay, a psych ward. I don't know if. Well, that would have to deter. That would have to be, I think, if they were actually charged with some sort of legal offense. Maybe I'm not sure.
Damn. Oh shit.
Yeah. I kind of, like I said the other day, I kind of wish I was around for the old Clay Douglas shows because that seems like it would have been something really interesting. I think around that time when he was broadcasting, it was like he was broadcasting in 2017, so I was still like sort of into Ghost at the time, so I don't know if I would have listened. Also, I think he broadcast in the morning anyway, so I wouldn't have probably listened much anyway.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like like one of my friends that I was working with, he got me onto Clay at the very last. Like
Okay.
I like heard him live. Like I was just hear the like archives.
Yeah, I only ever heard about Clay. I think like right around the time Tony Talk started, because like people were talking about it in the Salami Brigade, and then I think I found like a link to the old Clay Douglas chat room, and then I found out about the shows from there. It's kind of funny though that Howard Stern actually found out about Clay Douglas and like played clips of him on the
Yeah,
show.
man.
Yep, he called him that. He called him the angry political guy.
That's yeah, funny.
Yeah.
And part where they did a thing where the father, the mother, and the dog they all sound like Clay. That's funny. You're still in my persona. And then
Yeah.
the oh shit, yeah. And then that song again, and that one song that they did, is them trolls again.
Yeah. I like to ride big motorcycles. I like to eat pussy too. I like to kick the shit out of punkers and faggots, and if you don't like it, fuck you. Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny, man.
Yeah.
So they're broke, huh?
It seems like it, yeah.
Damn.
You know, I think you can actually still buy his book on Amazon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let me see if I can find a link to it.
So who's running his website now? If you can't do shit.
Maybe Candy is? I'm not sure. Yeah, he did have sons, Pink, but I don't know if they're still in the picture or anything.
Yeah, because I remember listening to one of his like ramblings, and he said that his sons don't really like talk to him.
Yeah, I think that might be the case.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah.
So, so what's up with Pastor Ken?
I don't know. I haven't really been listening to the show that often. Although,
Did he?
I don't know if he still takes calls or anything, but I don't know. By the way, if you're looking at the stream, I've just posted up the this is the Amazon. Here's Amazon with one of his books. This is one bloody alabaster eye, and you can actually get it on Amazon for $10. So that's kind of neat.
Hmm.
I think I found somewhere online a PDF of it. I'm not sure if it's still there, but I don't know. Because I know
Damn
he's
it! You. It's a PDF file. It's digital.
it's on your computer. Hello, hello. I'm trying to think if I can do like that one woman's voice. Hello, Clay. I think that call was very offensive. Is Ghost still on Pink? Ghost. I mean, he still broadcasts. I don't think he's live tonight though. He broadcasts usually Monday, Wednesday, and Friday with Saturday Night Troll Show. With the Saturday Night Troll Show also. Yeah, so I'm not sure when that's. Yeah, I mean, I still listen to Ghost every so often, but like I'll usually listen to it in the archive because since he goes on from like 5 to 6 hours a night, I'm usually not able to stay up until 2 in the morning. So I just listen to it in the archive. Yeah, TJ Hooker said he only usually does Gibson whenever DC2. It's same here. Like I don't really pay attention to Joey Gibson that much, but yeah.
It's a show with a crackpot, featuring crackpots, talking all sorts of crackpot nonsense.
It's Dollar Store Alex Jones is what it is.
At least Alex Jones is somewhat entertaining. You see, there's chemicals in the water turning the friggin' frogs gay.
My filters.
My filters! My filters!
Alex Jones here with a revolution in medicine, super male vitality, so you can fight off the gay frogs.
The thing about these pills is that they're suppositories, so you have to shove them up your ass.
Yeah, Pink said he found Ghost during the 4 years he was gone. That's also how I found him. I found him in 2014 from like the uploads.
Oh man, actually found him in 2002, 2003.
Ghost?
It was right after like the 9/11 stuff, like a couple years after.
Oh, Alex Jones, you mean, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I think I was aware of Alex Jones, I think when I was in like high school or something, but I never watched any of his stuff. And I think I only really started listening to him in like 2016 or so.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a shame that his YouTube channel got deleted because there was a lot of really entertaining rants on there.
Oh yeah.
As a matter of fact,
Yeah.
what I used to have his rants on in the background when I was playing Rocket League.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Alex Jones, like he kind of is a meme at this point. Like he, especially with like all the gay frog stuff and like some of the other things he's done. There's a really good video of him. I guess somebody apparently hacked into their servers and put child porn there, and he announced live on the air that if anybody could find out who did it, he would post a $1 million reward.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he says at first it was going to be $10,000 to for like to if they found it, and then it would be $100,000 upon conviction. But they changed it to $100,000 and then $1 million upon conviction.
Damn.
Yeah, and the best part about it is his lawyer was also in the studio that day, and you could tell that he was really uncomfortable with the whole thing. Like he was like, Alex was just trying to get him to just like calm down with it, but like he wouldn't stop basically.
Yeah, because I remember him saying that a couple of people from the Sandy Hook thing, they sent him like emails with the zip in it, and that the zip actually the I believe he said that the like FBI called them and said not to open up the zip because it had like child porn in it.
Yeah, I think that's what happened. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
It is.
Yeah, bro.
It is.
Yeah, and actually the reason why they have him banned from everything is because he exposes the truth, man, and they don't want like the people like wake up, you know.
I feel like it has more to do with that he's not even like spread hoaxes before, but he's like discussed them, and like I think really what it is that he is basically, it's not even that he's like willing to like spread things that are like not being covered by the mainstream media. It's that he's been saying like he's had like a history with like Sandy Hook and certain things. I mean, I've heard like some of his clips about Sandy Hook from around the time where it happened, and he was questioning it as a hoax, even though he didn't outright say that no kids died. I think that's basically in the end why he got kicked off of YouTube.
I see. But still, it's it's like freedom of speech, you know. It's like I don't know why they took him off.
Yeah, and I get that, but like freedom of speech, like, first of all, freedom of speech doesn't necessarily mean freedom from consequences. And I'm sure there's like, I'm sure, like, for example, libel and slander, like, that's not covered under like freedom of speech. And yeah, and TJ Hoover said he's been an edgelord that pissed off the owners and advertisers. And really, what it comes down to is like, YouTube has to make a profit off of it. It has to make a profit, as do the advertisers. So I think that's in the end why they dropped him.
I see. Yeah, that makes. Yeah. Wow.
I mean, I do agree. Like, I wish that his stuff was still like more accessible, and wish it had stayed on. And like, yeah, like that's kind of true also, TJ. Like, if he had kept his advertisers happy and like sort of towed the line there, but I don't think he was really willing to do that in the end.
Yeah, he still has an app, man, where like you can actually go and see his stuff, man, like live, or you could go like back into the archives.
Yeah,
The thing
there's
is
like,
called official like Infowars.
yeah, I heard that it got deleted from iTunes though. I mean, it might still be up. I could check, but I've heard that like when
Yeah,
it came out, it was like one of like the number one news app or number two news app, and it still got deleted or something. I'm not sure.
yeah. You can still get it on APK Pure,
Oh, okay.
but that's only for like Android. I
Yeah, I
don't
have
know if they
Android.
make
So,
it.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because they have it on there. Like sometimes I'll just like wake up in the morning. I'll have a coffee. I'll listen to some of the stuff. I can't listen to all of it, man, because he just gets his voice is irritating. For one.
Yeah, it can kind of grate on you after a little while.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. I just looked up on Google Play, and it actually does. There is InfoWars official still. The app is still there.
Oh, on Google Play.
Yeah, Google Play. If you look up InfoWars official, it's there.
Oh, because they took him out too, man. Like on there. So like I'm surprised that they have it like on there.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like an older app they didn't that got deleted or something, but it looks newer to me.
Huh. Trip out.
Yeah.
Your mic is kind of cutting out.
Oh, mine is?
Yeah.
Huh. I'll have to take a look at that, see what the signal is. Huh.
It might be on my end here because I'm on the Discord like app. So
Maybe, because like I'm looking at the signal. I'm looking at the at OBS right now, and like that doesn't seem to be cutting out in there.
oh okay, then it's probably just the like Discord.
Maybe, yeah. If anybody in the Discord or in the I don't think there's anybody in the YouTube chat, but if anyone in the Discord is listening to the stream, yeah, you should just let me know if it is, because I'm looking at like the equalizer right now, and it seems to be going okay.
Okay.
Oh, it looks like Ashley is online. Nice.
The Dark Mistress.
Hey, Dark Mistress. Oh.
Oh. You know what was funny one time when Johnny called and he talked to him about how Tony changed his name on Discord to Johnny Shitfeather.
Yeah, Johnny Shitfeather. That's funny.
Yes.
And then he said something, and then Tony said something, and then Johnny goes like that, and then Tony goes that was hilarious. Oh man, I was rolling when I heard that, man.
Oh, you changed my name to Johnny Shitfeather. Your show sucks. You suck. Your chat room is shit. And you're still fat.
Okay, I remember when Richard Hopper called in a week or two ago. Late, fat, late.
Those calls, the echo. Oh my god, those are hilarious.
I love the echo calls. Like, those are like some of my favorite.
Like my ears.
You are now in the host queue. You are now in the host queue.
Fat. Late. Dick suck.
Shalom!
Every friggin' time. Get out of here.
I remember when Barry used to call. And
Oh, yeah.
When Tony would go to his call, he would go unfucking muted.
Forgot about that.
And he's all, oh man, that was hilarious. Those were the days.
Yeah, that was fun.
Hey, so whatever happened to Barry?
I'm not sure. I haven't heard from there in a while from them.
And
Yeah.
what to Higgins?
Higgins apparently is still around. I'm not sure. Like, I don't know why he doesn't call anymore, but apparently he's like still around.
Huh. Trip out. Get out of here.
Get out of here. Don't call my show no more.
By the way, I also want to thank Widow Killer for subscribing yesterday. Appreciate that.
Oh, cool, man.
Yeah, Widow Killer subscribed to the channel.
Yeah, like I looked on there and there's 12, so that's good, man.
It is, yeah. I mean, I think even the first video, the first video has 49 views, and I think that's pretty much more than like the podcast I did with some of my other friends last year. That's more than all of our videos had combined.
Serious.
Yeah,
Wow.
I mean, like we're moving on up in the world of YouTube already.
Moving on up.
Moving on up,
West side.
moving on up.
Oh man, I was playing GTA last night, and some guy kept on killing me, man. His name was Big Ollie something. I'm like, what the fuck, man?
Huh. I've actually never played GTA. Like, I wasn't allowed to when I was young, but I have played. One game I have played is Simpsons Hit and Run. That's a really good one.
Oh, hit and run.
Yeah.
Hit and run's actually pretty solid.
Yeah, like I just got one game, Division.
Oh, cool.
I don't know if you.
I haven't heard of that, but that sounds cool.
No, it's kind of like a PUBG.
Okay.
It's more like realistic.
Huh. Cool.
Yeah, it's a pretty good game.
Nice. Yeah.
That one.
I play a lot of like stuff on like MAME, like old arcade games, and like stuff on emulators. Like I play Tetris a lot.
Uh-huh.
Emulators?
Yes.
Piracy?
Yes.
No, I
Indeed.
kid. I do the same thing. I don't care.
Yeah, I know. I think pretty much everybody does.
Yeah.
10-4. Over.
10-4?
Burger, over.
Yeah, we're talking about it on the CB, Tony.
This is Sully. Remember the time you shit in that public restroom and you flooded the toilet?
Sorry!
Those are like the best ones from Sully, man.
Yeah.
Sully and Jesco, rage quits.
Yep. I actually just put a ghost body pillow. That's excellent. I'll put that just for the heck of it. I'll put that on the
God
live stream there.
damn, you sick for? Holy shit.
I'm just gonna keep that on the live stream. I'm just gonna keep that image on the live stream for a little while.
I'm gonna go on the live stream. You guys.
Yeah, if you want to check it out.
God damn. They got body pillows on me now.
Yeah. Fun stuff. Fun stuff.
No naked cowboys.
No naked cowboys.
There's nothing wrong with
Is
being
there anything wrong?
nothing wrong with being gay. Nothing wrong with being a cowboy. Oh man.
Please don't call my show.
Hello, Duckliff.
Oh man, I haven't seen that show in a long time. My uncle's name is Doug, actually.
You sure are hung, Luke.
You sure are, huh?
hung.
That was me that played that.
Oh, nice.
So, who still watches wrestling, man?
I haven't in a while. I watched it a lot when I was young, back when like Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock and China were on there, but I haven't
Oh
watched it in a while.
yeah,
Like early 2000s on UPN, I remember we used to watch that a lot.
I
That's
never
good.
was a real wrestling person, so I can't comment.
yeah.
I have some friends that are into like boxing and MMA though. Sometimes I like, sometimes like I've been to their like houses and parties where they have that going on. They have like that on the TV.
Oh yeah, yeah. Those are cool.
Yeah. You guys seen the clip from like I think it was like last month or so when Jorge Masvidal like had like the set like the MMA or no, it was UFC record for the fastest knockout. It was pretty good. It was in like literally like 5 seconds. Like he just like pile drived him and then it was just down.
Damn.
Yeah, it was a cool clip.
Yeah, you got a lot of old MMA stars going to wrestling now. You got Tito like Ortiz.
Yeah.
He went to AAA, and then also a guy that beat up Brock Lesnar,
Yeah.
Joaquin
Um.
Hernandez,
Yeah.
or
I
what's
think
his name?
it's Joaquin. Yeah, something like that. I forget his last name, but yeah, I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
he's now part of that like AAA, and
Yeah.
then you had Matt like Brittle. He's part of NXT now, and it's a
Yeah.
trip.
Yeah. Cool stuff.
Like who knows? Maybe they're trying to like make WWE more MMA. I guess I don't know because they're
Yeah, because
using like a
that's
lot of
what's really
moves.
popular now. That's what's really like that's like the new thing now, like MMA, like UFC especially.
Yeah, because I remember when CM Punk was trying to tell that to Vince and all the guys, but they didn't want to listen to him. So that's why he left.
Oh, okay, that's why I left. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
they
kind of
didn't want
funny.
to
It's
listen
kind of funny
until.
though that like the cryptocurrency Litecoin is actually like UFC is like a UFC sponsor now. That's kind of cool.
Oh yeah!
Yeah,
Wow,
yeah, that's what I've heard. I think it's UFC that's sponsoring them.
that's cool, man.
Yeah, I bought like I have like some cryptocurrency. It's not a whole lot. It's only like it's like $300 worth. But I started like buying it like around like late 2017, early 2018 when Ghost was like talking about it a lot.
Yeah, yeah. Like I remember when like some guy cashed out like a couple million.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. And like there's I think like the Winklevoss twins were like became like the first like Bitcoin billionaires or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Litecoin was like a cryptocurrency partner of like UFC. Which one was it? It was
Uh huh.
oh yeah, Jones versus Gustafsson is what they were. It's from like about a year last year I think, something like that.
Uh-huh.
TJ, what don't you like about Litecoin? Oh yeah, a lot of the video cards and processors are a lot more expensive now because people are mining. They're using that for mining, so a lot of the prices have gone up for those. Yeah, $200 to $600. Yeah, yeah. See, the thing is, like, I could mine if I wanted to. Like, I have like a NVIDIA GeForce 960M, which would be okay for mining, but it would just like electricity costs are just so expensive. I wouldn't really make a lot of money off of it.
So, what do you guys think about the media um, getting on Trump?
I think it's justified in some parts. Like, I mean, he's been mentioned in some of the lawsuits with Epstein. He's done a lot of things that deserve attention from the media. Now, I don't think, like, personally, I think it remains to be seen whether it's likely that he's going to win re-election in 2020. But there are certain things that the media is covering, which I think it's doing a good job that they're covering.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been like
Yeah, like, uh-huh.
Yeah, I've been like one of my friends is getting really into Andrew Yang for president. Like he's been telling me like some of the stuff about him. I'm like sort of on the fence between him and Bernie Sanders, but I'm not sure yet.
Okay. Yeah. What do you call it? Yeah, like a lot of stuff is like way out there, man. A lot of the Trump stuff, a lot of the Bernie stuff. Like I remember when like Hillary was running last what like 4 years ago.
Yeah, 2016. Yeah.
Yeah, like she kept on like downing him and stuff, and then at the end, a lot of the Bernie supporters were like pissed off at him because he sided with Hillary. And I'm like, dang man,
Yeah, I mean like
if he
Hillary.
would have got, uh-huh,
Yeah, like Hillary and Bernie are like so close in terms of their platforms. There really weren't a whole lot of differences, but yeah. I mean, kind of weird that like so many people just like flipped on Bernie because of that. It's so weird that some people who voted for Bernie in the primary voted for Trump in the general election as a protest. It just doesn't. That just blows my mind.
yeah, yeah, because I think if he would have got the thing for the like DNC, I think he would have won Trump.
Yeah, I think he might have. He would have won states that Trump. I think he would have won like really strong union states like Wisconsin and Michigan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, shout out to Johnny Longfeather's Toilet who's just joined us in the chat.
Longfeather's toilet.
Hello, this is Longfeathers.
Oh shit.
You see, every time he takes a shit, I feel empty inside because he doesn't eat as much as Tony.
Oh man.
Oh man. Wasn't it Johnny Longfeather's teeth before?
Yeah.
Hi, Tony.
Hello.
This is Johnny Longfeather's teeth.
See, every time he smiles, I get caught in the rain.
Oh man. That character that he has, that picture, that's hilarious, man. Big old buck teeth. I want to know who's getting my picture. That's not me. I'm not carrying no dolphins.
There's Johnny Longfeathers. Johnny colorized. I gotta post that. Hold on, I gotta post that.
No, you see that's an imposed picture.
SpongeBob, huh?
SpongeBob.
Yeah.
SpongeBob teeth pants. SpongeBob teeth pants. Someone have the feathers. Well, I don't know. Wow.
Hey, were you guys ever into Blog Talk TV back in the days?
Blog Talk TV?
Blog
Yeah.
Talk TV.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any of that. No.
Yeah, there used to be this guy that was running for president. His name was what was his name? David Sponheim.
Oh, I've heard of him.
And
I've heard of him. Yeah.
yeah, I used to go on there, and I used to go as Sponheim SquarePants, and I used to make him mad, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sponheim SquarePants.
Holy shit!
Yeah, he's on Vaughn. He's on like all these other sites now, but he's still trying to run for president.
Oh, good for him.
There used to be a guy on there. His name was Rusty, and he was called the Independent Reporter.
Huh.
And I used to go on there, and I used to go as the Constipated Reporter. And, that as well, bro. The Constipated Reporter.
Man.
Yeah.
Did you ever call from the toilet?
Huh?
Did you ever call while you were on the toilet?
Oh no, it was always on the chat.
Oh, the chat. Okay.
The chat, yeah. And I used to go on as Brown House Gas as well. When everybody was talking about the greenhouse gas.
Oh, the brown house gas.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Used to do my part of it back in those days. Then that one guy had actually there was this one guy that was really good on there. His name was Channel 69, and he would do like these improvs, you know, and he would do live improvs, and he would actually dress up as the character. Oh, dude, was hilarious, man. And then he went to that one film.com or filmtv.com where that one guy like Ali used to have his own where he used to show his own like TV stuff, and he had his own little like channel like on there for a while. But now he has like a website. He comes on like every Friday. It's hilarious, bro.
Cool. Let's have to check that out
It's
if I'm around
called
Fridays.
yeah, it's called channel69.com.
Okay.
Yeah, he's hilarious, man.
Nice.
He dresses up as this girl, and he starts to sing about how his uncle used to like molest him.
Oh, damn. Wow.
Yeah, bro, it's hilarious, man.
So in a way, it's like ship posting
Yeah,
taken to extreme.
Interesting.
yeah, it's fucking hilarious, man. But yeah. So you're from Chicago, Will?
Yes, I am.
Okay, cool. My sister just moved over there like about 4 years ago.
Oh, nice, nice.
Yeah, her
Yeah, I grew
husband.
up in the suburbs, but I grew up in the suburbs, but I live in Chicago now. I've lived here. I've lived like in Chicago proper for about a year now.
Okay. Yeah, she's up there, right by. I think she lives in the good part
Oh,
because her husband, uh, her husband's like he's a what is he like? He's a fireman.
okay. Do you know what
So
neighborhood she lives in?
uh I know it's the good part because like because she says that over there it's all like different. It's not like over here in California. Like over there, like everybody's all high separated.
Yeah, because like a lot of the neighborhoods are really different. Like the if you like go like from neighborhood to neighborhood, like the a lot of times just completely changes based on like where you are. Oh yeah, my thoughts on T.J. Hooker said thoughts on Jesse Smollett. Um, yeah, like what he did, like I mean, at first I was giving him the benefit of the doubt, but then again, like as you read it, as it developed, it seems pretty obvious, at least in my opinion, that it was either faked or that the two people that were involved in the apparent attack were somehow like involved with him. Because like I've never seen anybody in Chicago with a MAGA hat or noose or a noose or some like it's like that's just not something that happens in Chicago. Like I mean, there are people
Yeah,
in Chicago who are Trump supporters, but they are few and far between. So I'm not really sure too much if I believe what's happened to him. I'm not really sure honestly. That I'm like like I said, at first I gave him the benefit of the doubt, but like as the situation developed, I became less and less sure.
yeah, he's a shithead. Yeah, yeah, like because the whole thing was that he wasn't getting paid like enough or something like that, and he wanted his I guess he wanted to get paid more or something like that. That's what I heard. I
Something
don't know
like
if
that,
that.
yeah, something like that. And not only that, but like the part of Chicago he was attacked in, I think was attacked in like River North or something, which is right near downtown. Not only is that not a high crime area, that's like the last place you would expect to see somebody with like a MAGA hat or anything like that. That's like a really like gentrified area of Chicago where it's like mostly like like they're like mostly like hipsters and there are like some nightclubs over there.
Kind of like like a person wearing like a MAGA hat in South Central,
Something like that.
right?
Yeah. Oh, we have a clip here. This is apparently of Tony's bum. Let's give it a listen. Let's give it a listen.
You know what? I
One, two,
remember when
three,
they
four.
had the riots back in '94.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I remember the days after you had people walking around with new clothes with the labels on it still.
Oh, wow. Huh.
Yeah,
Damn. Yeah.
I was tripping out.
Yeah. I would think I was. Let's see. I would have been, I guess, like 94. I would have been like 1 year old at the time. I think.
Oh yeah, wow.
I've heard a lot about that though. But yeah,
Yeah, it was a trip.
I'm gonna play this clip really quick. Tony's bum. Let's take a listen.
One, two, three,
All right.
four. My bum is all alone. My bum is all alone. My bum
I
is all
have
alone.
too much
My
friggin'
bum is all alone. My 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 bum is all alone. Get the poo off my bum. Get the poo off. I need the poo off my bum.
Okay, that was odd. That clip. I thought it was like gonna be like a clip of Tony, but it's just a guy singing about his bum. But okay, good enough.
well, the well, the thing about it is, I don't know. I'm debating on whether or not I want to do that in the fake Tony's voice.
That could be interesting. You
Why?
could do a pretty good impression of Tony, so maybe.
Oh yeah, bro. You're like way better. With me, I can only do the get out of here. That part. That's about it.
You sternards.
Why are you taking a poop in the shower? Your toilet's right there.
Why are you making gravy in the toilet? Don't you have a pan for that?
And then a little shark came, and G.I. Joe got stuck.
Yes.
Yes.
No!
Yeah, I like when Tony just like replies just like that and hangs up on him. Hanging up on Benjamin Buford Fountain.
No.
Oh yeah.
No. Get out of here. I hate clowns. I hate that movie, It. It scares the shit out of me.
Like, I was debating on whether or not I wanted to do Pennywise, and then the whole show kind of went off the rails during that last hour.
It did, yeah.
Like, but next show, hopefully, once I get through.
Yeah, hopefully. Oh, get that Momo stuff out of here.
Jesus Christ! That's right. Great. I say, you see what you did? You made me shit myself.
Did you listen to the one where he's like, no, that's not Jesco Baby and the Babies. That's Jesco son of a bitches and the son of a bitches.
Yeah, that was funny. I like that. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try playing a clip over the mic. Let me know if you guys can hear this.
Holy shit, that was fun.
Tony Gaga, fuck my ass. Tony Gaga, fuck my ass. Tony Gaga, Tony Gaga.
Oh crap! I can't stop it. Hold on.
Tony Gaga.
Okay, there we go. Okay, I couldn't tab over to my cam for some reason. All right, so at least that works. Cause I had my mic running through Medicam also, so at least now I can play clips over the mic as well.
Oh.
Maybe he should do a few clicks from Tony, man.
Yeah, let me see what I have here. Oh, Andy and Anus. Yeah, let me play that really quick. I gotta download it over and then play it through Medicam, so let me do that.
He's Andy. He's Andy. I mean, his.
Get out of here.
You know which one was funny when he called in and he wanted him to sing the song from what was that one from Pocahontas? It's a Whole New World.
Aladdin. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Jesus Christ! What is that?
And Tony's singing it, and then it was Anus's turn, and he goes, "Take it away, Anus."
Wow.
Oh,
all
hilarious.
right. Here's Andy and Anus. One sec.
How about 509 Radio Graffiti?
Hey, Ghost, this is Andy. I just wanted to say I'm a big fan. I'm here with my best friend, and he claims to be a bigger fan of yours than I am, and he just wants to say hello. His name is Anus. Here he is.
Fucking asshole. Get this.
What do you think about that?
Fuck you is what I say about that, man. Fuck you.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I wish more of the characters from Tony Talk would call into Ghost. Like, could you imagine like Don Cornelius calling in or something?
Shalom, Ghost.
Shalom.
Mixie too.
This is DC2, baby. Bishop Don the Second.
I couldn't eat it, baby.
Don Cornelius. Don Cornelius didn't have a son. Get this idiot out of here.
Oh, Ashley's called into Ghost before. Okay, what were you calling about, Ashley?
God damn it, Ashley! I can't even scroll down with that picture.
Oh shit! Isn't that the Slipknot mask?
It looked like Michael Jackson when he got trapped in the oven.
Yeah, Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson proves that America's the only country where you can go from being a poor black boy to a rich white woman.
Oh, the Michael Jackson tribute show.
Yeah.
Hiya, Tony. It's me, Michael Jackson.
Calling from Wonderland.
Wonderland. Hi, Tony. This
Okay,
is
I think we might be able to get Mr. Sparkles in here. Give me a sec.
Cool.
Oh, nice. Mr. Sparkles?
Sparkles?
Sparkles.
I remember when he first named the cat Kenny.
Oh yeah. He had to change the name. All right.
Hope Dominguez calls in, man.
Yeah, Dominguez the horse, and who types nay.
See, I have a feeling that the one that Dominguez who typed is the different call.
Maybe.
Because I was actually the one who did that when I was typing, of course I'm real, as the nay.
It's the nay.
But I did not.
And he touched like his name.
I remember when he was saying, "I don't want no horses calling in," and then I called in and I'm like, "How are you doing, Tony? This is Mr. Ed."
Fantastic.
I'm all like, "Ooh," like that, and he goes, "You're not a horse."
So let's see, cartoons and dead celebrities and horses.
Yep. And no exorcisms on the air either.
Oh, I remember that. That was hilarious.
All right, it looks like we have Mr. Sparkles in the chat. He's muted right now. If you want to come on voice chat, feel free.
Oh, there's gonna be an exorcism on his show.
No!
For
No!
I, Brando, will see to it.
Like, I want to do like another Brando call and do like,
Hey, Tony, this is Curly from the Three Stooges. Oh, wise guy, eh?
That's Tony right there, bro.
yep. Tony is the the reincarnation of Curly.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember J-Bo was saying that a lot of people say that he sounds just like him, man. Tony.
Yeah.
Wise guy, huh?
No, Mr. Sparkles, if you if you unmute yourself in the voice chat, try that, and then because we haven't been able to hear you yet. Oh wait, why am I even telling you? You can't hear him, so I gotta type it. Hold on. Yeah, incidentally, guys, for those of you who are unaware, Mr. Sparkles is one of the moderators in the Salami Brigade. So, there you go.
Did he just leave?
He's still in. Okay, there he is. He's back now. Yeah, it still says he's muted.
I hope he does another Halloween special.
That'll be fun. Then we can have Count Cocula call back.
That is my favorite call.
Yep. And then we can have Rico with a reprise of choo 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 tick suck 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 choo 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 tick suck 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 tick suck.
Oh, choo 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 choo.
All right, looks like
You probably do.
Mr. Sparkles looks like he's having connection problems, but we'll see if we can get him in later.
Did you click the microphone to the side of your username? I don't know. That's weird.
Is he on a computer or on his phone?
I don't know. Apparently he's not hearing us either, so I'm not sure.
For real?
Yeah, he said, sorry, I can't hear anything. Can you all hear me? So, I don't know. Oh, CJ Hooker just posted Count Cocula. Oh, it says his ping is too high. Okay, that's probably the connection problem then. All right, so I'm just gonna let's listen to some Count Cocula. Why not? Let's listen to. This would have been from Halloween of last year on Tony Talk. Let's listen to some Count Cocula.
781! 781, what do you hear? What do you say?
How long is this?
It's only about a minute long. Yeah.
Ah!
Bah, good evening, Uncle Tony. This is Count Cocula, and I am a vampire. Not only am I a vampire, Uncle Tony, I am a vampire who loves to suck cock. Oh, look, there's one right now.
Oh man. Oh man.
Top 10 for sure.
That was excellent. Oh man, I remember actually listening to that. I don't think I listened to it live, but I remember listening to it on the train on the way back from work, and I was trying so hard not to laugh, just laugh out loud in a crowded train.
Well, more power to you, because I would have bursted out laughing.
Yeah.
Look, there's one now.
Oh man.
Is he saying Count Chocula?
Yeah. I love it.
Always Tony and food. That's the first time that's the first thing his mind goes to.
Yeah.
Hey, so what's the story with Tony and the firecracker? I heard they put a firecracker near to his ear. That's why he can't hear good.
Oh
Maybe?
shit!
That would suck though.
Yeah. Must have been when he was a little kid or something.
Maybe.
But Tony, man, it sounds like he suffers from a lot of like anxiety.
Yeah, he really does. It's a shame. He seems to be like very nervous, like more so than like you would
Yeah.
expect from someone who's like on Blog Talk Radio.
Yeah. He should take some Xan or something.
Yeah, I wonder if he's medicated or if he's been in like therapy before or something.
Yeah, because that stuff will calm you down.
Yeah, well, yeah. I wonder if Tony's ever smoked weed.
I was gonna go to Quash, or I got high.
The wacky tobacco.
I could have cheated, could have passed, but I was high.
Okay, let me. I got a classic Ghost call here. This isn't Ghost Reaction. This is just a song about Herman Cain that somebody played on the show a while back. Let me get queued up here.
999.
Have a humpin' Herman Christmas. Let the action fly. If you're undressed in 10 minutes or less, you'll get a free pizza pie. Have a humpin' Herman Christmas. And when you walk down the street, nod and pass and say nice to every chick you meet. Have a hump.
That was you, Ashley.
Okay, I didn't. Somebody first called with that in like 2011, but I called with that again in like it wasn't me who called with it originally, but I called with it in like 2016, and he got really pissed off.
So it's a repeat.
Yeah, but I don't know where it originally comes from. Like I've looked all over online for like the source of that, but I haven't found it.
God damn it! You leave Herman sugarcane.
He was set up, damn it!
Herman Cain. Hey, have you guys ever the prank calls that they did on C-SPAN?
I think I've seen a few of those. Yeah.
Yes.
Are hilarious, man.
Yeah.
Oh.
I remember when Herman Cain was running and Michelle Bachmann and all that stuff. This guy calls and he goes, you got Bernie Sanders with his socialism, you got Herman Cain with 999, and then you got Michelle Bachmann with her hairy cunt.
Yes.
Good lord. Oh man.
Oh wait, hold on. I know someone like played an audio clip, but it went like, "I hope this doesn't bother you, but I've been imagining what you would look like naked."
Oh man. Oh man.
Hi Cindy, how are you? My question is, do you respect Howard Stern's penis?
Jesus.
What
Underfed kids, beaten kids, molested kids, lost kids, crying kids, homeless kids, ignorant kids, broken arm kids, broken leg kids, broken head kids, sick kids, dying kids, dead kids, underfed kids, beaten kids, molested.
Engineer, you're supposed to be screening these calls.
I remember about 2 weeks ago. What you call like I called in onto the Joe Gibson show, and they had some guy named Dr. Cam or something like that, like an African type of guy. And I used the same thing that they did on C-SPAN, where they asked the black guy, like, yeah, like, I have a question. Like, I want to know if there's a resemblance.
Oh yeah.
And he goes,
caller, I don't understand.
I don't understand your question. Yeah, is there a resemblance between the pubes and the hairs on your head?
Oh man.
Oh, that was great.
Oh yeah. Remember what Scott Steiner? Remember what Scott Steiner said about Tony?
Scott Steiner, what do you think of the host of Tony Talk on Blog Talk Radio?
This fat son of a bitch is challenging all of us, has been world champions before, been in this business 15, 20 years, and this fat son of a bitch is going to challenge us all out.
Calm down.
He's fat. I don't care if he don't, I'll make him bleed.
Oh, shit.
God, I remember somebody called Ghost with that in like 2011. And like he actually recognized it as Big Papa Pump. Oh man.
Big Papa Pump.
Yeah.
Let's see. I know the one where the guy was doing like a like an Eastern accent, and the name that he used was, "Hello, this is Bolsak Tebaka. I'm calling from Pakistan."
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He said teabag. What was it? Teabag.
Bolsak Tebaka.
Teabag hardcup. Yeah.
Oh, this Jim. Hi, I'm on the line. Yes. Fuck.
God. You guys ever seen those compilations of people calling into like public access TV, like Islam Live? That stuff's pretty funny.
Oh yeah, dude.
I think. Not sure if I've seen the kid. The call. We're like saying, "Hi, can I speak to the penguin from Batman?"
God, I remember one of the Islam Live callers asked like, what if I'm only supposed to wipe with my left hand, which hand do I masturbate with?
He says with his right hand he eats and all that stuff. With his left hand he jerks off and wipes his ass.
Oh man. Jeez.
What was that one caller goes, yeah, I'm thinking about changing to Islam because Catholic Church frowns upon masturbation.
Man.
Shit.
How about that one where they show these old people from I guess they were throwing like a Harley like event, and they're calling in, and these kids are on there, and they're just like making them mad and stuff. Yeah, like I'm thinking about going to the Harley Fest with some crotchless chaps.
Yeah, some chaps.
Awkward. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you guys ever seen the Big Jack clips? Jack Jersowitz, that like one like communist guy from like New York radio, or not New York Public Access. Actually, no, I think it was like Atlanta or something.
Guy, right?
Yeah, the really fat
Like
guy
the
with
penguin guy?
maybe I think it might have been the penguin. I don't know.
Yeah, that's the penguin guy.
Oh, okay.
Oh, for real? Oh, is this the penguin from Batman?
I remember the guy calls in. He's all loud. Yeah, like what like we're talking about weapons of mass destruction. Like, what do you think about freeze ray? And he's like, hey, what's that? Well, isn't that what you used on Batman?
Man.
What's his name? Jack what?
Jack Jersowitz, I think is how you yeah.
Yeah. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, Jack, is your #1 caller. Yeah, those are hilarious, man.
Yeah.
Those are classic.
Yeah.
Did you see the one with the pastor and those two black women, where the guy calls and he goes, "I thank God for a big penis."
No, I don't think I saw that one.
And then the black woman goes, "Well, you better learn how to use it."
That's a good comeback. That's a good comeback, I gotta say.
Yep. The Tradio calls from Howard Stern.
Yeah.
Yeah, the funniest one is that one where he starts with "Oh yeah, that's a good song, Hillbilly Heaven," and the guys start calling in and we want to remember Boxcar Willie. He goes, "Oh yeah, Boxcar Willie, that was a favorite." And then Rusty calls in and goes, "Yeah, you guys were talking about Boxcar Willie. I'd like to have that guy stuff his Willie in my box."
Oh, Jesus.
You got a black rooster for sale? Yeah, I want to get the number for the guys with the black cock.
Oh wait. I think the one that got me is where they sent a fake email to the two ladies and they didn't catch on to the names. You know, they were saying stuff like Blumpkin and Jungle Bunny.
Oh, Jesus. John Gulbany.
The Jungle Bunny is feisty, but it can be tricky. Oh, a Jungle Bunny from Africa. and then what was the other one where he was gonna spill loads or some of that?
I was about to mention that. Oh, it looks like.
No, he's gonna be dropping loads of whatever. Oh, I could use that.
And we have a recipe for Blumpkin.
A pumpkin pie. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Pumpkin and blueberry. Pumpkin pie.
And it looks like we have a birthday today. Eating Beaver.
Oh shit. Curly pubes. Oh man, those guys are hilarious. Yeah, from what I hear now is that they're just playing like reruns on their Sirius on the Sirius.
Okay, I don't have Sirius, so I wouldn't know, but yeah, maybe.
Yeah, they're just playing like reruns now. That's from what I hear.
Did you guys ever listen to Hal Turner back in the day?
Who?
Hal Turner. He was a guy that 4chan used to troll a lot. He's like, at the time, he was like a neo-Nazi white supremacist, but it came out later that he was working for the FBI and was just pretending to be one.
No.
Yeah, he actually spent a few years in jail for like threatening or like supposedly like threatening federal judges, but he got out and he started his radio show again.
Damn.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
That's crazy.
He has an Encyclopedia Dramatica article actually. If you ever want to check that out, actually, I used to call him a lot, but I haven't called in like about a year or so.
Damn.
Yeah. Like he's not like as like he was just like pretending pretty much to be a white supremacist, like working for the FBI, but he's still like really conservative and stuff. Like I was like the one like guy on like I was one like the one like liberal they used to call in.
Oh. What's the time over there, dude? 1:48?
It's like yeah, it's 12:48 right now.
Oh, 12:48.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are like 2 hours ahead of us?
Yeah, I'm in Central, so it's 2 hours ahead.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I thought it was like New York, you know?
Yeah, New York. Yeah, because Jess actually was talking to Jessica earlier. He was going to come in, but he has to go to bed because he's in Indiana, so that's Eastern, so it's like 1:48 there now.
Yeah.
Damn, Jessica's a state away from me.
Oh yeah, what state are you in?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Apparently,
Yeah, I might as well just say Kentucky.
Okay, yeah, all right.
I mean,
I've driven through Kentucky before, but I've never like stopped in there. Yeah, apparently, Jesco, he was telling me earlier that like, yeah, I guess he's like, he lives in Indiana now, and I guess like back, he's like taking his sons like the Indy 500 before.
right?
Hey, so is he really like a white supremacist?
I
or what?
kinda, I guess.
Or is he just
I don't
saying
know.
like it?
I don't know. I'm sure if he comes in, he'll be able to explain that at some point.
Yeah.
Oh, Ashley's saying that he's not.
Uh-huh.
You know what gets me is that the pictures that they
What pictures?
like the whole bearded look and the hat.
Oh, that,
Like,
yeah.
For,
The what again?
Like the picture.
like
Yeah, the picture that Jesco uses for himself, I guess.
Oh, that's really like Jessica White.
That's like the actual Jesco
For
White.
real?
That's like the actual Jesco White, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
the actual like Jessica White.
holy shit!
Yeah, like the guy that like
Yeah.
Jesco, that the Jesco the troll took his name from. That's actually Jesco White.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. So Jessica White, the character.
Yeah, Jesco White, the character, I don't think is nearly that old. At least not that I can tell.
No. No, he sounds like he's in his like 20s.
Yeah, like I have
Yeah.
a picture of him in my head, kind of like what I think of when I hear him call in. So, and it's nothing like that. But you know the funny thing though, since I've seen actual pictures of Tony, Tony looks like how I always imagined Ghost looking.
So like those pictures that they use in the Salami Brigade.
Yeah, like Tony, like I mean, like the actual picture of Tony that we've all seen with like the dark hair and the beard, like or like the goatee kind of thing. That reminds me of that's kind of what I always thought ghosts would look like. Cletus is Jesco.
Hey, so the ghost guy, because I heard there was like an original ghost, and this guy is like the second ghost.
No, it's been the same guy the whole time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's had like a few different shows before. Like from 2008 to 2010, he did a show called True Conservative Radio. Then from 2011 to I guess the end of 2018, with like a few years break in between. Like from like 2011 to 2012, and then from 2016 to 2018, he did True Capitalist Radio. And now his show is just now called The Ghost Show. So he's had like a few different shows over the years, but it's always been the same guy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so Tony like being what was that? What's that character? Spinelli, yeah, from is that Spinelli from Recess? I think that's her. Her name. Yeah. Alright, yeah, see you later, Mr. Sparkles. If you're leaving, hopefully you get the mic thing. Hopefully you get the mic thing figured out.
Have a good one.
The real Uncle T. Oh, God, that that's funny.
It's a big ass cross.
Yeah.
Get out of here!
Hey, so Uncle T's like sister. I mean, for her to be with some guy that drives a like Ferrari, she must look like decent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. Like from what I've heard of her voice, like she sounds like kind of decent. Yeah, like, did we listen to Ashley's call into Ghost Show? All right, Ashley, are you talking about the call that was the same show as J-Bo? And like, was it the same call before like that Exorcist that called in, or are you talking about a different one, Ashley? Because I heard you call in on the same show with the Exorcist, with the priest. I mean, that was trying to do the exorcism.
I don't think I've heard the one with the ghost.
Oh, the clip. Let me see. Let me just scroll up. Oh, I see what you're talking about. Okay, the ghost call. Let me. See, the problem is I can't play YouTube clips from the desktop audio because then Beanie and Grok won't be able to hear it. If you could clip out just your call and upload it as an MP3, then I could play it. But yeah, if you can like just post an MP3 in the chat of just your call, then you can't right now. Okay, if you're able to in like the next show or something, I'd be glad to play it. But yeah. Or actually, what I might do is if I can clip it out, then I can. But definitely next show I'll be able to play it. Yeah, I'll listen. Yeah, I'll listen to it a little bit later. Yeah. Yeah, as a matter of fact, you know what? I can play it for just like for the archive stream, so let's do that right now. One sec.
Autistic Jeopardy. Now, before I go, I do want to bring in somebody who has something to tell each and every one of you, and I'm talking about none other than Satan. Satan has a few words, so without any further ado, Satan, do you want to go ahead and say something to the people?
Yes, I actually do. All you people out there that think that you know the devil, that you think that you know who I am, you don't. You all worship me through your vanity. You all worship me through your fame. And I don't even have to give you anything for it. I mean, don't you understand? I don't need anything from you to give me your soul. You're voluntarily giving me your soul by being godless, by being a communist, by being an atheist.
Yeah, so that's like, yeah, like when Ghost does his Satan voice. That actually is kind of, I do like hearing the Satan voice once in a while from Ghost. And he just like treats it as a character on the show. It's kind of funny.
Break your finger.
Open your mind. All right. Yeah, wow, we were almost at 2 hours actually.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we're at like 1 hour 56 right now. Let me yeah, I'll play this clip. Grunkle just posted something. I'll play this clip. Let me just download it really quick. All right, this one is called whoops. Okay, this one is called Forgive Me. This one is called Forgive Me Insane. Here we go.
Nigga.
Oh shit. Okay. Okay, I can't play that. Yeah, I know.
Okay, I apologize.
No problem. It's okay. It's fine.
Okay. That's.
Oh yeah. That is funny though. That was funny though. I gotta say.
I didn't say the word.
I didn't.
It's funny when he says the word and he's like,
oh shit. Man.
I mean, he's got to be somewhat aware that he's setting himself up.
You know, I don't know that he is. You would think so, but I'm really not. I don't know.
Like the stuff he says in his comments, like, yeah, I know he's not exactly the sharpest bulb in the box, but
oh shit.
Well,
but
yeah, I think it's just like I think like I think it's some of his anxiety. Like he might not be thinking about that or something, but I don't know. Oh, we got a remix. Remix of Tony rapping. I'll cue this up.
Name is Tony Kaka.
From what I think Tony went to special education.
I don't know.
Maybe. There's nothing wrong with it, but.
18 naked cowboys in the showers at Ram Ranch. Big
Oh, goodness. Yeah, that's funny. I wonder. That sounds like something that somebody did somebody play that on Ghost Show recently? I think they might have. I'm not sure. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Oh, my goodness. My goodness. Yeah, yeah, have a good one, Ashley. I think we're coming up on 2 hours. So I think we might wrap this up in a little bit.
Alrighty then.
Yeah, this was a good one tonight, though. Even though it was only a few of us, it was still. Oh, one last thing. What's up, Ashley? One last thing. Let's see. So yeah, anyway, I think like here it is, Scandalous. Hold on, I'm sure I know what this is, but hold on.
God damn it, Ashley.
Yeah, good old. I miss that. I used to watch that show a lot back in the day. Recess. I think because I was like 7 or 8 when it was on. But yeah, that was a fun show on ABC back in the day.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. So.
Alrighty then.
All right. So on that note, we just crossed the 2-hour mark. So I might as well wrap this up. This has been episode 3 of Inner Circle Radio. Thanks for joining us.
And on to the next.